We continue talking about the present perfect progressive. Now, what we need to bear in mind when dealing with the present perfect progressive is some verbs, some specific verbs that we have to be careful about, okay? We have to pay attention. There are, as we know, two types of verbs. There are what we call progressive verbs or there are stative verbs. Progressive or action verbs, and there are stative verbs in English. Now, action verbs is verbs like break, like run, like teach, etc. We have an action going on. We express an action. But for stative verbs, we are talking about a state, a situation, like the verb like. I like something. When you say I like something here, you don't perform any action. You are simply talking about what you have in your heart. I know Ahmed. There is no action here, okay? I know Ahmed. What you are simply doing is simply expressing what you have inside your mind, okay? I know Ahmed. We describe a state. That's why they are called stative verbs. Now, we know in English that stative verbs, we never use them in progressive tenses, either in present simple continuous, future continuous, past continuous, or present perfect progressive as we have in this one, etc. So stative verbs are never used in progressive tenses. By opposition to this, action verbs like the verb break and the rest of the verbs which express an action, we all use them in progressive tenses. So this is the point we have to draw your attention to here in this tutorial, in this chart, okay? Like in here, I have known Alex since he was a child. So it started in the past and continued until now. And we want to use, for example, present perfect progressive. You want to say I've been knowing Alex. No, this is incorrect because the verb know is a stative verb. It can't be used in the progressive tense. So we simply say I have known. So bear in mind, please, that the present perfect progressive is not used with non-progressive or stative verbs such as the verb know. To express the duration of a situation that began in the past and continues to the present, only the present perfect is used here. Even if the action is going on now, still you see it, you can't use progressive, okay? You simply use it in present perfect simple, okay? This is the first thing you have to pay attention to. Okay. Another situation you need to be careful about concerning the present perfect simple and present perfect progressive. You have some verbs. Okay, there are some verbs, not all of them, but some verbs. The idea of how long can be expressed by either tense, the present perfect progressive or present perfect simple. So these verbs. Either present perfect progressive or present perfect is possible, and we can use them without difference in meaning. So example, the verb leave, okay? The verb leave. How long have you been living here? How long have you lived here? So you can use this one, progressive or simple, without any problem, and it's okay. Ben has been wearing glasses since he was 10. Ben has worn glasses since he was 10. This is another example of a verb where you can use either present perfect simple or present perfect progressive without problem, okay? Either tense, as you have in here, either tense can be used only when the verb expresses the duration of a present action or situation that happened regularly, irregularly, or usually habitually. The other examples of verbs, so here we have some examples. We have the verb leave, work, teach, study, wear glasses, play chess, etc., etc. So be careful about these verbs.